ordinance. That's how you legislate. And they must have a different number. I don't care who put the numbers in place. It's wrong. And the council sitting up here, have been on this council long.
Thank you.
I just got up here.
That's your time. Thank you.
And they still could go along with
Thank you.
You gotta go ahead, right? Do the same. I'm here to support Mr. Billings.
Speak up, Vita.
A resident has spoken of a concern, which is a confusion. And seeing as there is a confusion, I think that the legislative body should consider that and not be stubborn about it.
Right.
Because it could also be a confusion to someone else. Even though he might not be the only one being confused, it could be someone else, like myself.
I am.
So, I think that it wouldn't be a problem for there be another resolution, I suppose, that would be considered for, you know, the changing of numbers, maybe an extra zero or another number or something, or a star, you know, anything to separate the identity of the, you know, the problem. There could be a bigger problem in the future.
Thank you.
My name is Jacqueline Sanders. I'm 160 Glen, and I just want to reiterate the same thing. The main thing that got me out of here just after this evening is those. I don't think we need 3 new police cars. I just really don't. I mean, morally, ethically, I don't agree with the locking up of mostly young black men anyway. I mean, that's just my problem. I just think that y'all need to find another way to get some revenue to the city other than making poor people have to pay money. Criminalizing our black youth as it is just not right. And besides, like I said, I just counted 19 or so police cars in their parking lot right there. I don't know how many policemen we have. We don't have insurance as it is. I think that money can be allocated somewhere else. Let's fix up the city, let's fix the potholes, or let's do something else with it. But I just don't think that that's right. You know, so I want to do a brand new car too, but I'm still driving one I have 6-7 years because it's still fine and it's still running. And I don't have no problems with it. So, I mean, I'm just saying, just to purchase something for the sake of purchasing something, it's not, for the police car, it's not as germane as I say we have an ambulance or the fire department, because those are life-saving. The police officers, maybe, in my opinion, we save their lives, I don't know. I look at the statistics in East Cleveland, about 2 or 3 murders per year. So the other stuff is non-violent crime, which is, you know, something that we should be spending $170,000 for. That's what I think.
Good evening, Council and Mayor. I want to speak on 2 things. One being the educational channel. I have forwarded a letter to all the council members for information requesting a formal meeting with the cable company, as well as for council, the cable companies, and the involved parties to sit down and bring this matter to a conclusion so that we can separate these issues and make sure that the city has its channel as well as the school system has its channel. The other issue, the other thing I just wanted to briefly speak on is to say, everybody sit up here and out there. East Cleveland represents the chance of a lifetime. Every single thing that you see wrong with this city, somebody's gonna fix it. And it's business to get it fixed. If we channel our business between our school board budget, city hall's budget, and any other money that's flowing through this community, through vendors that live and work here in this community, we can rebound without just about anybody's help. And it will also be a clear sign to the state of Ohio, to the county, Calhoun County, and to the federal government that we have a way out of this mess. But one thing for sure, that chance can only happen if we find a way to work together toward a common vision and a common goal. And I hope that's what we collectively do as we continue to move forward. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak.
Thank you. This will be the last remark from the public, sir.
Clifford Burns, Hastings Avenue.
Clifford, you
Yes.
speak.
Burns, Hastings Avenue.
Okay,
Yes,
they
sir.
didn't hear your last name. Go
Absolutely.
ahead.
I would just ask that for the consideration of all the things that have been discussed tonight, if it be the will of the legislative branch, that we go ahead and get these lights up and if transparency is needed by whomever is the last line of defense for getting those lights up for our safety, that if you could put down the exact amount that was spent so that anyone interested in that information could do it, that'd be great. Secondly, as far as the expenditures for safety vehicles, the questions about if we're covered insurance-wise, easy question to answer. If that could be provided to the public, that'd be great. Last but not least, public offering, maybe bring to the meeting next time. I'm a contractor myself, and I'd like to see some of the residents be involved with myself in the city to do some fix up our own. Some things may make money, some things we might have to do for free, but we can still do it. And I'm bringing that up because it seems like we're arguing over how much we're spending, and it's preventing us from spending anything. That also concludes us with the consequence of not getting anything done. So I'm just asking that the council, from the things that have been brought up, provide the people with what they're asking, mayor as well, and then myself asking the public for us to join in with our representatives and help them get the job done.
Thank you very much.
That's well said.
I'd also like to make a comment that while other people are up here speaking, can we just have respect from residents that are up here speaking and limit our side conversations if we need to have a side conversation? I would ask that you step out and conduct your personal business, not within a public meeting.
And I thank you for that,
and
but you
excuse me.
brought up here.
Excuse me. And that applies to the counselors as well. And so we have to do our best and try to be the change that we want to see. But I would ask you to refrain from any side conversations on that side of the room versus this side of the room. Thank you. Reports and announcements from Mayor King.
Thank you, Council President. As it was alluded to, transparency and letting council know things, I have no problem with that. Many of you know, many of you have been to a number of meetings as we try to garner support, strategic alliances in order to bring in resources and move the city forward. And I invited many of you there to see it firsthand. I'd like to thank, again, welcome everyone. Thank you for coming out. I'd like to thank everyone who attended my first public meeting Monday before last up at the McGregor. It's kind of heartwarming to see so many residents, concerned citizens out and give such positive feedback on the things that my administration is working on along with council to move our great city forward. I'd also like to announce that my next town hall meeting will be May 8th, which will be the second Monday of May at the Salvation Army, and that will be 6 p.m. again. It's May 8th. Still doing the third Thursday, 9 to noon. You want to walk in and have a conversation with the mayor.
The third Thursday of the month.
The third Thursday of the month, 9 to noon. If you have any questions or concerns for me, feel free to walk upstairs in my office, and time permitting, I will address your issues or concerns. I'd like to